Hey guys, it's Jordan here with J-Dubs Aquatics. It's been a while since I've done an update on the reef tank, and I don't have a whole lot of time, but I want to give you guys a quick update on the system. There's been a few new additions fish-wise. I've got myself a yellow-eyed coal tang, and the first few minutes between him and my yellow tang were pretty intense, but over the last few days they've really calmed down, so if everything goes well, I'll be keeping them together. There's not been any damage done to either of them, so I've got the 125 downstairs though that I can move one of them to if need be. So he's doing well. I've added a red firefish, and he's somewhere in the rock work right now, but he's usually out and about. And so far he's gotten along with the purple firefish too. So that's it for new fish additions. I'm not going to name all the new coral additions because there's just too many to name, but I'll give you a close-up of some of the corals in the tank here as I talk a little bit. Now, I've rearranged a few things. The zoogarden is now on the left side of my tank, and I've added several new types of zoanthids, and the zoogarden's doing fantastic. Got the torch is moved up here. This is one coral that I have been struggling with a little bit, but I believe that's due to low nutrients, and been feeding a little bit heavier, and it seems to be perking up. So all the SPS corals are growing like crazy. I would definitely say the tank is SPS dominated at this point. There's probably close to as many LPS corals and soft corals in the tank as SPS, but the SPS are definitely growing faster. See my little Monty garden here. Got some Duncans, and they've been growing nicely. A little bit agitated for some reason at the moment. Stunner Chalice has been growing nicely. Rose Bubble Tip Nems are doing great. They're almost always got nice bubble tips. I have added a rock flower anemone back there. Toadstool leather's getting huge. All of my acros, and I have added some new acros since the last time I've shot a video, but all of them are doing very well. The bird's nest are growing well. Got an orange setosa here. That one's pretty new. That's doing very well. That was almost bleached completely white when I got it for a very good price. Now the spongeoid is doing very well. All the SPS corals are absolutely thriving in this system, and that's something that I really didn't expect because I'm fairly new to SPS, but I've managed to keep nutrients in check, and everything is growing nicely. Biggest problem I'd say I've had lately has probably been diatoms on the sand bed, and over the last few weeks I've gotten most of that cleaned up. There's just a tiny bit over here, so I think I may need a little bit more flow over on this section of the tank, but otherwise I haven't had any major issues. So I'll give you a quick look at the sump. There's been a few upgrades down here. I got a different protein skimmer since the last video, and this is rated for almost 200 gallons, so that's almost twice what my system is, and it's doing an excellent job even though it's very old. My refugium here is one of the biggest reasons I believe my tank has been so successful, and one of the reasons is the lighting. Somebody suggested a 3000K floodlight from Menards over my Chato, and now this stuff grows out of control. Almost every 2 weeks I have to harvest about 75% of this, and I usually either give it away or throw it away. Copepods have been growing like crazy down here, and I'm still running carbon over here in the little media section with filter floss on top, and dosing with the BRS dosing pumps for calcium and alkalinity. And come on over here to the display refugium. And I've still got some things I want to change in here. I'd like to add a small sand bed, but there's quite a bit of life in here. Got copepods all over the place in here, growing like crazy. Chocolate chip starfish, eating some of the pulsing xenia that I pruned out of my display and threw in here for him. He doesn't bother this leather coral over here or this leather over here, but he eats pretty much any other coral that I've thrown in there. And I've thrown in a couple of softies that I trimmed up, you know, Kenya tree and pulsing xenia and stuff like that, and he gobbles that stuff right up. And it's just a nuisance to me. So the grape caulerpa is growing pretty well in here. I don't harvest it nearly as often as I do the chaeto, but yeah, that's an update on the whole system. Hope you guys enjoyed. Happy fish keeping.